Hey guys, this is Tony with Inner Geek Designs. Today I'm back with another Inner Geek podcast. Today I want to talk about using content marketing as a graphic designer. Like always, when I start out a podcast, I want to tell you guys I've been working out as a freelance designer, as an in-house designer, to trying to help you navigate the field a little bit better. Freelance designing, I've been knocking out a website still. Got some changes for a bigger client. We've been working on some marketing strategies, some print design for them. I've been getting a lot of leads in from Instagram for in-house design. Been trying to gear up for this event we have coming up in October. Started sending out the emails. Been having some issues with the ticketing system. Been working on producing a lot of content for their website and YouTube channel. But let's jump into the topic today, which is content marketing as a graphic designer. What is content marketing? Let's start there. A lot of designers might not know that term. Content marketing is basically marketing where you can write content. But it's creating content that has value for your audience. It can take many different forms. It can take video, audio, written. Let's go through those. Audio. What are you listening to right now? You're listening to a podcast. That's probably the most popular right now of content marketing. It could also be an audiobook. It could be some form that we're not thinking about right now, or an Alexa speaker or a smart speaker. Video, it could be a YouTube video. It could be a Facebook video. Video is probably the easiest for anyone to understand because video is pretty much everywhere. Written, it could be a blog post, it could be a Medium post, maybe a LinkedIn article. All these are great options. And it depends where you want to use these. Graphic designers, I think, should be using all of them. I use all of them. And it just depends where you think you're going to find your best audience. I would also throw social media into content marketing. Many people don't think of it that way, but it is content marketing. It's also a delivery method. So it's a little bit of both. Like if you're doing Facebook posts, you should be doing longer content on your posts with your pictures and your videos. It'll find more engagement that way. But what should graphic designers be doing for content marketing? Why should they be even doing it? Well, content marketing is a great strategy for building up what is called brand equity, a thought leader. There's different terms for it, but I usually just call it brand equity. It's the idea that you have all the knowledge, and by showing your customers that you have all this knowledge, it presents you as the professional, the go-to, the one that they should be trusting. I mean, why should they not be trusting anyone if they don't even know what they're talking about and they're just trying to get a paycheck? This is what I do with mine. So on these podcasts, I talk about what type of tools graphic designers and web designers should be using. I talk about strategies for you guys and give you guys helpful tips. Now, it's just to help graphic and web designers, but it's also if a client finds this, I know what I'm talking about. I'm not talking out of my ass when I say I know logo design, web design, marketing, all this other stuff. They can actually see that I know what I'm talking about, and then they can go to my website and see my portfolio and see, oh, he's actually done work in this field related to it. But when it comes to making content for each of these types of content that are accepted today, you have to make it specifically for each of them. So, podcasts, when I'm walking my dogs, I make a podcast and, ramble whatever on the top of my head. Written content, I'll usually take Saturday or Sunday, come up with a blog post, and I usually have a couple ideas of what I'm going to create for that. Video, I've been a little bit slacking on that just because of some issues right now, but hey, I can still make videos, and I still do. I'll usually make a time lapse. I'll do I'll usually take maybe a topic I had for a blog post or a podcast, and then make it new and not reference that piece of content I already made and make a new spin on it. So don't try to reuse all your content. You can reuse some of it. Ace, come on. Listen. Like, say, written content. Written content you can repurpose for all the different written platforms. This is pretty easy to do, and you can link out to your blog that you have. This is probably the easiest one to do, and only one I'd recommend to do. The other ones, repurposing wise, I don't recommend doing. It may not work out the best. You may not get the best engagement because it's not naturally made for platform or a said platform. So try to just repurpose the written content, not all the other stuff. You can try. You might be able to make it work. Depending on your audience, you might get some engagement. But that's going to do it for this one, guys. My dogs are kind of getting antsy. The planes are kind of not stopping. So I'm going to call it for this podcast episode this week. I hope you guys learned something. Hope you guys enjoyed this podcast episode. Question of the day: are you using content marketing, or are you interacting with content marketing as a graphic designer? And thought of the day, I would say try content marketing. Just try it. It's not that hard now. There's a lot of tools for you to use that make it easier. Like right now I'm using Anchor to record this podcast, and wherever you're listening to it is distributing it out for me. So there's plenty of ways for you to get your content out there now and make the content faster. So see you guys in the next one. Bye.
The podcast you just heard was published with Anchor. Got something you want to say to the creator of this show? Send them a voice message using the Anchor app, free for iOS and Android.